It has been unbelievable, Cav. It's been stellar from Liverpool. To go and beat the likes of Milan, there's Bologna in there, there's Leipzig, there's Leverkusen, there's Real Madrid, there's Girona, Lille, it's PSV next. To go and put 7 wins together, sitting on 21 points. I remember when the draw happened, and I'm looking at it thinking, some of the other British teams have had a touch compared to us. I looked at ours and thought there's going to be some really, really tough away games there, or certainly really tough home games. When you think about Real Madrid and Leverkusen, I should say, they were the games that were, you're thinking, hang on a sec, they could be tricky in terms of what Liverpool are trying to achieve this season if they're going to go the distance in other competitions. To manage all that felt difficult, but my God, they've made short work of it.
Been fantastic. I don't think you can praise them too much. I think there's also a factor of, did we have like Real Madrid and Man City in the same week and stuff like that? And that then forms part of it all. And so you think of it in terms of, if we're going to have to peak in certain games, are we going to have to relax a little bit somewhere else because the schedules are so tough? A couple of things have been at play, haven't they? The fact that the manager seems so methodical. It seems like he wants to win all the pre-season friendlies as well. And if we get anyone in a testimonial, I'm sorry, but we're going to beat you there as well. He seems to be that type of manager, doesn't he? That type of fella. And of course, I respect that. And then the other thing is, because it's a new format, no one knows exactly what the points number is. Because usually you can sort of go, well, in the Champions League, statistically, it was 10 or 11 and you knew where you were. And then, of course, there's the extra incentive of not just if we've got through, but if you get through, then you miss out on a knockout round, and how certain can you be about that? And then, if you're careful and you say, well, we only have to have one bad night, someone gets sent off early, we get a bit unlucky and we've lost one, we don't want to have to be scrambling in the last game of the season. So that's probably made Liverpool, those things have said together there, focus in the way that they have. And then, we're playing in the strongest league in Europe. And if you look at it, if we're honest, if you look at the opponents that we've got, you'd expect Liverpool to beat most of them. But you'd win the pools every week, or you'd accumulate it to be in every week if it was that predictable. And so to go on that journey with the schedule that we've got, where there's no let up in the league, and then to maintain that form and those results, and the manner of the victories, which all are being clearly deserved, no question about it, it's been absolutely fantastic. It's just a shame you don't get anything for winning this league section.
You don't even get there's no handicap system where you actually get a little bit of not a bye, but you get an easier draw for winning it, because there is that potential that we could win this. We could win the whole league in our first knockout games against Real Madrid.
Yeah.
And it's kind of like that feels, well, unfair is the wrong word, unjust.
If it was up to Rob Gutman, there'd be a prize for finishing top, and it wouldn't just be.
The
Gutman Cup has been mentioned. I don't think it was even a jest, to be honest.
No, well, it can go up with all his BAFTAs. I know that he gets for the gutted and that, quite richly deserved, by the way. So, yeah, they've just done it really well, and I think what they have done is that we do know that Liverpool could have taken it easy in not just this last one, but in the last two. Because they were already through, weren't they, all that? Even if it wasn't technically signed off, it was almost mathematically impossible. And that gave them a great degree of flexibility in the way that they've approached the game. And we just went through the motions against Lille and did what we needed to do. I think that came across. And I think we're going to find a similar approach with
the command came back, didn't it?
It did, yeah. And so it goes hand in hand with it. If everyone's on form and everyone's feeling confident, the opposition also recognise what they're up against. But yeah, all praise in the world to have this many European games and this many wins, and it certainly put Liverpool in a much better position. And imagine if we were going to Eindhoven needing to win, or other results to go our way, and then the club's focus would understandably, quite rightly, be on let's get through, and then we'll think about Bournemouth in the morning. But now what they are able to do is cast one eye on Bournemouth, which is a very important game. So they're getting the reward. To get a financial reward, which I hate about this Champions League, and the fact that they will be getting big money for finishing there. And then if we end up getting Real Madrid, it's because Real Madrid haven't been pulling any trees up. Do you know what I mean? So that kind of thing doesn't bother me. But what they have got as an advantage is they've been weighed in financially, and that's why I think Liverpool will take it more serious than first people might think at first, because of the financial implications of it. But it's also give us that wiggle room to say we have got the room to rotate a little bit here now, or just get minutes in people's legs and see what with basically tonight's worth something, but we can work, this isn't going to work against us for Saturday.